Assalamu alaikum. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I have learned spoken English. Why am I sharing with you about my secret point? Because I would like to all of can learn this language. Those who are watching this video, I know everybody wants to learn spoken English. As a result, I'm going to share with you how I have learned spoken English. Dear friends, firstly, I would like to mention you a point, an important point that is that is firstly you have to think that English is a language. If you remember that English is a language, so learning this spoken English will be so easy for you. Now I am sharing with you. Let me share everything. Uh, why, how I have learned this language. Dear friends, firstly, I joined Search English group, who is in Facebook-based group, and I practiced more and more. Second point is that I made 10k videos in English, watching English movie, watching English drama. I learned this language, and I read many books. For example, class 1, class 1 up to class 10, English for today books I read. Just you have to also read this book silently. Don't need to translate into English, into Bangla. Just you have to read silently. Thus, I have read silently without translation English into Bangla. And whenever I was reading those books, I record. I recorded every reading style, and I uploaded all recording videos on Facebook page. In this way, I learned this language. Moreover, I translate Bangla into English. I read many grammatical structure, many grammatical books, and whenever I got a Bangla sentence, I try to translate into English these Bangla sentences. So, in this way, I learned this language. Moreover, I read more and more English meaning and phrases because English meaning will help you to speak English fluently. There is no substitute to know English meaning. The more you English meaning, the better you will speak English. Because English, knowing English meaning is the most important as a beginner. Otherwise, none will never be publish his willpower by using English language. So, if you'd like to learn this English language, if you'd like to speak English fluently, you must have to learn grammatical structure, learn English meaning words. Dear friends, before learning English grammatical structure, you must have to learn English meaning words because it is the most important. And still, still I am reading English words because I have to know many words. I have to publish everything by using English language. Dear friends, the third point is that I read lot of newspaper, English newspaper. You can download apps by using which apps you can learn this language. You can read English newspaper. Yeah, you can download from Google or Play Store apps and mm, newspaper apps. Downloading these newspaper apps, please read English newspaper because reading English newspaper helps you to speak English fluently because there are many new words in English newspaper and every news is relative with our practical life, with our real life. So whenever you read this language, you will be able to know our real life, practical life. As a result, you must memorize or gather lot of words from this English newspaper. So dear friends, in this way I have learned this language. And most important point is that you have to practice more and more, standing in front of the mirror, standing in front of mobile camera, standing in front of trees, standing in a garden. So every finish, everywhere, you have to practice, and you have to think by using English sentence. I don't know what is your mother tongue. My mother tongue is Bangla. Whenever I speak Bangla, I think I think this Bangla sentence uh, to make translation into English. How to translate translate into English for Bangla into English. I think more and more. So you can also think uh, translate into English your mother tongue. So dear friends, and most important point is that don't think about making mistake. If you think that if I make mistake, people what will say about me. So don't think this point because it is so harmful point. If you think that if I make mistake, people what will about me? I made a mistake in spite of finishing, in spite of completing graduation. Still, I am making a mistake. I can't speak English fluently. If you think this point, you will never be able to speak English. There are many various people in our area. So since there are many various people, their mind also varies. They will, they may do many comments, mass comments. It doesn't matter. But you have an aim. You have an aim. You have to have confidence on yourself. So keeping confidence in the mind and avoiding bad comment in your areas people, continue your work, go ahead and make video more and more. As far as by making mistake we have to learn English. Always I remember my in my brain that I am a learner, so I have to make practice. I have to make mistake because I have to learn make a mistake. So thinking this point, I am making video more and more because I have to reach my destination. You also have to reach destination. So practice more and more. And as far as you know, as soon as possible, please make video. Don't think negatively. Just be positive. So thanks a lot for watching this video.